What's going on, guys? It's me, Kraken. We're back with another airsoft video. And yeah, we're doing this again. While we're here on quarantine, we're pumping out a new video every 2 days. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. So you got your airsoft gun, maybe one or two, and it's shooting nice, it's performing well, but you're looking for something to just amp up the look of it as well as the performance a little bit. And you're like, man, I kind of want a red dot sight. So you start typing on your pooter, looking for all sorts of red dot sights. You know, you're looking at holographics, you're looking at micros, and then you realize they're all like $500 or more for the legit ones that everyone cares about. But we're not shooting real guns, so what's a better option? Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be talking about this little guy right here. Whoa. This is the sight that I use 95% of the time, and it is incredible. And the best thing about it is it only cost $16. Plus, I did get a little riser here, so that was a bit more. It was around $10 for that. But that's besides the point. Now, if you're already sold on this thing, there's a link down in the description below to this site. So what are some pros and cons about this little thing, and why is it only $16? There's gotta be a little catch. For the most part, this is a fully functioning red dot sight. I mean, you turn it on, there's two different levels of brightness. It's got a little red dot, and you can adjust it for windage and elevation. So it really does everything you need. Got a pretty clear sight picture. I love the look of these little red dots. I've always been a big fan of the look, especially on my little KWA T6. It looks really, really good and just suits the kind of small gun nature of it. But I have seen it on some bigger guns. Pistols, if you have a Glock, you can totally mount this on it, and it will just look phenomenal. And it's just a really cool little sight. And the build quality, it's full metal, super tough. It's actually been shot a couple times. That's one thing that's nice about having a small, cheap sight. So if it gets shot, it doesn't really matter because you can just go buy another one. It's actually cheaper to buy a new sight than to buy a new lens protector. So a lens protectors here in Canada are around $20 for two, I guess. But I've never gotten my lens shot out, but it has been dinked a couple times just on the top of the metal frame. Totally still usable. No one would know unless you pointed it out. And yeah, I couldn't be happier with my purchase of this little $16 red dot sight. But there's gotta be some negatives. So what are those? I would say the biggest negative about this thing is the brightness. I don't know if it's just because I've left it on overnight a few times, or I might have. It definitely seems to be not the brightest if you're playing outdoors. So if you only play outdoors, might not be the greatest sight for you. However, if you're playing indoors and it's a little bit dimmer in the environment that you're playing in, which it is for me and my local field, this thing is just amazing for indoor. I could not suggest it enough. If you're looking for a little red dot that just works, you know, you can adjust it. It looks good on your gun. I personally am the type of guy who doesn't really use a sight all the time. I prefer to just kind of like hip fire, kind of just peeking around corners. I don't know, I find I'm quicker and more accurate that way. I don't know, it's just me. Obviously, if it's a long range shot, then I will definitely aim down sights. But yeah, it's just me, I don't know. I also use a tracer, so maybe that's why. Outdoors, definitely a sight is a necessity, and this is one you could pick up. There might be better options that are a bit brighter, but from my experience, it works outside, but I can't recommend it if you just play outside. And obviously, yeah, it is just a little knockoff. You're not gonna get any crazy features or anything like that out of this little thing. If you're expecting that, you gotta get a different sight, I'm sorry. But for 16 bucks, this thing is an absolute steal in my opinion, and you might as well get it. But I would also recommend picking up a riser rail as well, and maybe an extra battery. But that's pretty much it about this little sight. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this little sight. Do you run a really expensive sight, or do you just run a little guy like this that costs you basically nothing? And let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see more budget options during this coronavirus. We're all on a bit of a budget right now, not really making a whole lot of money. So let me know if you guys want to see some more budget airsoft accessories. I did a full Wish video loadout thing. It was actually one of my very first videos, still one of my most viewed videos to this day. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. It kind of gives you a full breakdown, a full loadout that you can build just from Wish, which is pretty cool. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.